I got nothing today. No song today. So
No song today?
I'm tired, man. I'm exhausted.
Walk with me,
It's all right.
Lord.
Happy Monday.
Yes,
We back in the lab. We back in the studio. This is Captain's Law Podcast and YouTube show. I'm your host, Rob. This is my man, Rick, over here. My other host with the most.
Yes, sir.
I gave you that one.
We in there.
Man, thanks for joining us this evening, man. It's been a long week. It's been a long weekend. It's been cold, and all of a sudden it's going to be warm again. Global warming is real.
Somebody fucking with the weather machine. We shot down one.
Absolutely. Topics for the night, weekend recap. We're going to talk some Pro Bowl. We're going to talk some NBA stuff. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving. On the local stuff side, we're going to be talking about the Metro shooting that happened last week. Also, some other goofy-ass robbery stuff that happened in the area I'm pretty sure you guys like to know about. And just briefly touch on the Grammys. I thought it was okay. But first and foremost, weekend recap, man. What'd you end up getting into?
I was in New Jersey, freezing my ass off. Military training, as always.
Shout out to New Jersey. Let me get a duck. Let me get a fucking duck.
Yeah, I was at Fort Dix, man, and I was up there as a sponsor, and the NCOIC for Best Warrior competition for our brigade. So I was a soldier who went. He was a runner-up, came in second. So congrats to him. But it was cold, man. It was cold. I gave it to him. Because they was pushing. They had to do a PT test. They had to shoot. Night land nav, it was like 8 degrees that night.
What's the what's the PT standards now? Has it changed? Or
the Army's then switched their PT tests like completely.
What did it used to be and what is it now?
So what it used to be was 2 minutes of push-ups, 2 minute sit-ups, and 2-mile run. Now it's a max deadlift. The minimum is like 140, max is 340.
Doing deadlifts now.
Yeah, we're doing deadlifts. You have a medicine ball throw. You got to throw it at least 4 meters. And you have hand release push-ups, which is just like the T push-ups. Mm-hmm. Then you got a sprint drag carry. You got a sprint 50 meters. You got a drag 90-pound sled, 50 meters. You got to carry 42 45-pound dumbbells, 50 meters. You got to do laterals for 50 meters. You got to do a plank for a minimum of a 130. You still got to do your 2-mile run.
So it's like a plank for a minute and a half?
Yep, at least. On top of it. So that's
you doing all this shit.
You're doing all of this back to back. Yes.
Man, that shit sound fun, bro. That shit sound
it's fun. To be honest, I like the new PT test because it's actually it actually each event is to mimic a certain movement, right? So the hand release push-up is supposed to mimic you pushing yourself off the ground to do, the bound 3 to 5 second rush and stuff like that. And it's actually a lot easier for a lot of people. So people that were failing it before with the old test are actually passing with the new test. So it was good, but they did Nightland Nav, they essays, mystery event. I mean, it was fun, man. We had fun. It was just cold, man. They did a ruck march. The ruck march, it was like 12 degrees, but like the wind chill had it at like 0. And they did like 6 miles. It was bad. But I give it to them. But we were out there with them, just as long. They were better suited than we were because they were hot and sweating and shit. Like, we were standing outside just waiting for them to do whatever and make sure there was no injuries. So that was pretty much what I did, man. I didn't do nothing else. I didn't catch no football. I didn't catch nothing. Like, as soon as I got back Sunday morning, I went to sleep. So that was it. How about you?
Well, first of all, I want to send out a rest in peace to Bronx, man.
Yes.
Bronx was Brian's dog. He was my dog. He was your dog. He was everybody's dog, man. And he passed away, within the last couple of days. Sending love, man, to the Modest house. We're gonna miss him. Just make me hold my dog a little tighter. I'm like, man, look, fuck. Like,
that shit ain't rough, man. I mean, that shit ain't easy, man.
I know.
We had to put Monty down, and the day we put him down was the day that I was flying out from Fort Bragg to go to Afghanistan.
Oh yeah.
And I had to watch it via FaceTime. It was the worst shit ever. I was fucked up for like a week, and I wasn't even home. So I can only imagine what Brian's going through.
Yeah. So
shout out to B-Dub.
I'm gonna try to pull up on him, man.
Give him some
give him some love. You know what I'm saying? King karaoke. King Ordinary People. That's the only song.
That's the only song he sang.
That's the only song he knows.
That and Yams. He's been singing Yams like every.
You ever pull up the karaoke with this nigga? He go up there. You be like, he gonna do the thing.
He's gonna do it.
But shit. Besides that, man, my weekend was low key, man. It was so fucking cold, bro. Like. Yeah. I don't hate the cold. I hate when it's cold as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Because it was cold as fuck.
It was cold, bro. Like I think I left work Friday. It was cold coming into work. You know what I'm saying? But then like between when I got to work, the temp dropped, and I'm riding home. No truck take a little time to warm up. So I'm like, look, we gonna sit here. I said about 20 minutes, let that bitch warm up. I said I need that bitch up to peak temperature before I pull up out of here. So I get home, you know what I'm saying? Sat for a little bit. Me and my son went to the barbershop, got lined up. And then it was cold. So we went from the barbershop to his practice. And I just felt like from that 10-minute drive, like it just was getting colder and colder. So I'm like, I'm riding down the street. I was like, damn, this bitch say fucking 26 degrees. You know what I'm saying? And this is at like 7. Mm-hmm. So we go to my son's practice. They in there dragging ass. I ain't paying them no mind. I was like, I'm tapped today. So whatever they doing. Then we leave out the practice. I'm driving. The bitch say 21. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker dropped fucking 6 degrees in 2 hours. So get home, you know what I'm saying? By the time I get home, you know, maybe about 10:30, take the dog out for his last time. It's like fucking 19 degrees outside. So I'm like, all right, man. So now at this point, because, you know, the way the house is, it's so goddamn hot upstairs and it's cold downstairs, I'm trying to figure out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, I can't keep it too low, because if I put it too low, then it's gonna be freezing upstairs and it's gonna be super cold downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, Nugget ass be up all night. He don't sleep when it's cold. So when the daytime come and the sun out, he'll lay right in the formal living room. He'll lay in the sun all day. So that's how
Ronan is. Ronan would get his big ass and sit right in front of the fucking vent.
Yep. So just with that, you know, woke up Saturday. My wife took Aiden to bowling. He played like some shit. Listening to too many coaches, you know what I mean? You know, they be having the old heads in there that be trying to, help out, but everybody telling them something different. I'm like, look, you gotta lay the foundation. I'm like, look, this is what I do. This is what I do. I'm not changing this. I'm not changing my foot, and I'm not changing my throw.
Yeah, if the shit wasn't broke, then don't fucking fix it. He's only gonna get better with practice. And but as far as I remember, he was actually doing pretty good.
He does well, but it's like once everybody else is doing good and he not, his mental is down the drain, which is he's human, so I understand it. But he played different when I'm there, because I'm like I'm not fathering you. I'm just like, bro, like, come on, man, relax and dig deep. I'm more motivation. Yeah. Because me getting out there trying to father you, I'm just like, bro, what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? Because now you feel like you're getting your ass chewed in front of everybody. So I stopped doing that.
Make it worse.
And then shit, Saturday, man, he had a little, it's just his buddy came through for the weekend. We kicked back. I watched fucking Black Panther for the first time, the second one. No judgment. I just wasn't jumping and running to the theater to see it.
Yeah. No, trust me.
It was. Did you like it? It was all right. It was. I think the fighting scenes and all that was pretty good. The storyline was it was okay. Not a bad movie. You know what I'm saying? It's just another. You could just throw it in the Marvel bag. Keep it moving. I'm actually excited for the Ant-Man joint, because if you haven't seen Loki, you need to watch Loki before you can understand what's going on in Ant-Man. Just throwing it out there. And we just chilled, man. We had dog training Sunday. We ended up canceling, man. It was a nice day. I was like, man, we need a fucking break. So we canceled that shit. And I went and hollered, took a Nugget over to Gus's for a little play date. Let him get fucking bullied by Zoe for about an hour and change. Came home and chilled. And I bought a fucking laptop. So we'll see. But let's get into it, man. Pro Bowl. Just stop doing it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Can we just start there?
It's not the same no more. It's not the same.
Like flag football.
Yeah, that was trash.
Are you kidding me?
When I seen it was flag football, I was like, come on,
bro. Just I don't know how much of a revenue hit that is to just not do the Pro Bowl. But I know that they can't be really making no money like that. Now, I will say this. As far as the kids probably love just to be around the players. So I think they'll always make a little bit. But like, would I go to it? If I could take my son and it was close, sure, I would take him. Would I enjoy myself? Probably absolutely not. Like, if y'all not going to play tackle You're not gonna get out there. You're not gonna crack no backs. Y'all not in the playoffs.
Yeah,
these are teams that these are teams that are not going to the Super Bowl. Yep. So I'm like, if you already know, like, just play, bro. Like, ain't they paying them extra money? Don't you know they get paid?
Yeah, they get bonuses and shit.
Bonus your ass out there and crack some fucking backs. Put on the show for us. You know what I'm saying? Or just stop doing it.
Yeah, but the flag football shop was like, all right, now they're forcing it. But then again, who knows? They under so much bullshit right now with all these injuries and all this other shit. Who knows? They might have been playing it safe, but regardless, that shit was dope.
I say just stop doing it. I'm just gonna name some of the events that was going on. Now, granted, I know they do be having certain events, but dodgeball, lightning round, I don't know what that is. Longest drive, precision passing, best catch, gridiron gauntlet, move the chains, kick, tic-tac-toe, and of course, flag football. So I'm essentially looking at like a CrossFit competition. I'm looking at NFC players, 6 NFC players and 6 AFC players, and they got these 2 walls, one red, one blue for the NFC, AFC, and they got all of these weights. I think it's like 2,000 pounds of weights or something that's on this long bar, and they have to pull it. They have to pull the weights off and throw them in this bin. And once they all do that, they got to run to the front. And they grab this rope, what looks like the first or fourth down marker, and they gotta pull it across the line. That's what they was doing. I'm like, bro, that's CrossFit shit.
So were they trying to turn it into a fucking NFL Spartan race?
That's what it seemed. I felt like I was at like a fairground or a carnival or some shit. Like, I'm just like, what are we doing, bro? We want to see football, dog.
Yeah, nah, I feel you on that.
All right, we want to see football. Like, you go out there, you know what I'm saying, and you do this bare minimum shit. Like, oh, we want them to get hurt. Bro, pay these niggas millions of dollars. If it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah.
And AJ Green retired, too.
Yeah, seen that.
Good man there. So, Pro Bowl fucking sucked. I'm going to leave it there. You got anything to add on the Pro Bowl?
Nah, I prefer, I stopped watching it once they went from the traditional sense. Like, they had everybody out there with pads, and it was like a fucking legit game, and you got to see like the best of the best of each fucking NFC and AFC, and they just had fun. That shit was not fun to me.
You know the last one I stopped watching? The last one Sean Taylor was in? That's when they was playing for real.
Yeah?
I think after that day, it was just some bullshit.
Yeah. No,
like, they had the ones where, like, the lineman or the defensive lineman couldn't even like touch the quarterback. I'm like, turn the shit off.
Now I'm not opposed to like some of the skill challenges, right?
No, I think that's what I said. I think the skill challenges,
like the old school, like the quarterbacks hitting the fucking, the accuracy shit like that. But all this other shit, nah, let's do that shit. Bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with that, but like flag football, come on, bro. Come on, man. Yeah. That ain't what we want to see. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, next. We were short-lived on that shit. NBA. Just want to put a notable mention that the Wizards are looking like some cold shit yet again. You know, they was just on a fucking 6-game win streak. All could have been 7.
Yeah.
But they got fucking burnt the other night. They was beating Brooklyn ass by like 23 points. And it came back and they lost. And the whole time I'm looking because Porzingis had almost like 40. He had like 40 points. And then he fouled out.
Yep.
And then I'm just like, where the fuck is Bradley Beal at? On the fucking bench in his regular clothes. I'm like, but you just played the game before. Like, what the fuck is going on? Did
they say anything? I don't remember them saying anything.
I don't remember them saying shit. I know Kyle Kuzma out with an ankle injury. That's the only thing I heard.
That's because his fucking coat was too heavy.
That's because his goddamn coat too fucking big. Thinking he fucking Missy.
That shit?
He think he Missy Elliott.
His fucking coat was like this.
That shit was in his face. He funny, bro. He funny. You know what's crazy? When we saw him at the I Am Athlete thing, I thought he was gonna wear some wild shit. He played it real safe up that joint.
Did.
He played it real safe.
He been pushing the envelope now. That shit was retarded. He looked like a damn xenomorph from fucking Alien versus Predators with that motherfucker.
Listen, if it wasn't gonna be him, it was gonna be Russell Westbrook when we had him. No comment. I mean, somebody gonna do it.
Yeah, somebody gonna do it. Well, he's in the fashion like he said, so we'll see.
Yeah, he in the big time.
That's his shit.
I think the coach is in the hot seat, bro.
Yeah.
Coach is in the hot seat. It's like, bro, the same. Another year. Remember, I keep saying this. Another year. Same shit. You got more players. You didn't have all these players you had last year, but you got the same coach. You got the same owner. They're not winning.
Yeah, something about to change sooner or later.
Don't worry. You know I'm going to be on top of that shit.
I know you are. So.
Moving on, man. LeBron James. He only needs 36 points.
36. He played tonight, right? Or tomorrow?
Most likely going to be tonight.
Yeah, and they playing in L.A.
Yeah.
Because the last game, he only got like 20-something points.
Well, he needed like 60.
Yeah, 60.
A low 60. Yeah,
like 60. But he only had like 20-something points. But I think they're going to let him, whether it's tonight or tomorrow, I can't remember. And it's in L.A. and he's going to be wearing a Laker jersey. They're gonna let him go ham. They're gonna force him the ball all fucking.
They're gonna let him go. He gonna want to get it out the way.
They're gonna stop the game. They're gonna have a celebration and the whole nine. But yeah, he's getting those 36 points tonight.
Okay. And the record is at 38,387 points.
Yep.
That's the record. And he'll pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at some point. So
at one point Kareem said he ain't fuck with LeBron?
I don't think he do. You never really hear him say nothing.
Yeah.
You never really hear him say nothing good or bad.
Yeah. I think it was at one point. I think they had interviewed. I think he said that he ain't really support LeBron like that. But then I think somebody else that came by or another interview, he was just like, well, he's in LA. He's about to break my record, so I guess I'll support him. Some shit.
Yeah, I do remember that. He was real. It wasn't no excitement.
Yeah, it wasn't no excitement. But whatever. I mean, that's an amazing feat, man. To get that. So, much respect to that man.
So you
solidify his GOATness.
So do you think that if when he passes this, would you consider him the GOAT?
Yeah.
Over Jordan?
No.
That's what I mean, the GOAT.
No. Jordan will always be the GOAT. Nobody's never replacing that.
You know why, bro? Like, so I want to try.
So you got GOATs for different eras. So
yeah.
He's the GOAT of this era.
I would really love to keep it basketball.
For all-time GOAT, never. It will always be Jordan.
You know why I could never give it to LeBron? Because of this whole, like, super team shit.
Yeah, and he's never been with... So Jordan did that shit with one team.
Now, don't get me wrong. They was a super team too, but they didn't get put together.
Yeah, but they didn't get put together. They were already like that. Wasn't no missing matching. It was like, well, let me get this motherfucker here, so motherfucker here, so I can do this. No, they were already there. They figured it out, and then they went ahead and fucking kicked ass for fucking ever. Like, that's not the case with LeBron.
And then another thing that is so even when Jordan came to the Wizards when he was like fucking 38 years old.
Yeah.
Like
everybody
he
knew
still was but he still was putting 30 and 40 points up though. So it's just I think in that notion, like I just really don't think that you can put LeBron on a team with almost nobody and he can like really at least get them to the playoffs. I just don't see it. Not at this stage in his career. I mean, I get it. You're 38, 39 years old.
But that's not too many people, though. I mean,
it's not.
You need some type of help, right? You can't do it all by yourself. But if you're trying to compare apple to apples in regards to GOATs, whether it's LeBron, whether it's Kobe, whether it's Jordan, no, they all got their different eras. But all time, ain't nobody taking that from Jordan. And
I just think the biggest thing is, what I'm saying, even if you're talking about building teams, because you had Shaq and Kobe and Powell, you had all them on the same team, but it's like a distress symbol.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like a distress, like SOS. I need help. I need people here now. Like every time it's another player, like it's a player that might want to be traded. It's always like when they was like Bradley Beal before they paid Beal. They didn't know whether they was going to pay him or not because he was hurt. And all of a sudden, you see the Lakers are very interested in Bradley Beal. And I'm like, God damn, you can't have all the fucking superstars.
Yeah, they want it bad.
Like every time, Russell Westbrook, Russell Westbrook in a Lakers jersey. Or fucking Chris Paul in the Lakers jersey. Or Devin Booker in the Lakers jersey. Or fucking Dame Lillard in the Lakers jersey. Like, bruh, like, you can't have everybody, bruh.
They want it.
Like that. I mean, at least that's how the media is portraying. They're portraying it as like, I gotta have Anthony Davis. I need Dwight Howard. Okay, that didn't work. Get him out of here.
Well, they're getting snips and pieces because on the next topic that we're about to talk about, I seen him on 3 different teams before they solidified it.
Yeah,
in jerseys, Photoshop, but even they were, They're hearing something. Everybody's just trying to get that first news story. So
So I think it's. I mean, I don't know how true it is, but it's definitely the media is pushing that.
Oh
like LeBron is desperate to win. Like he is desperate to win another championship. He'll take anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Especially the way he fucking crying and shit about calls. Yeah.
Well, look. Listen. I'm not going to sit here. It was a little overzealous. It was a little overzealous. It was
That's
a little.
what the fuck
It
he
was
was
a little
doing.
overzealous, but the
Shut your ass up.
refs do be fucking the game.
They do be
though.
fucking up, but it's not like it was the playoffs or some shit like that. That game wasn't that serious for him to do all that.
Well, it would have bumped them up pretty high on the where they at in the rating, but you know who cares? Kyrie though, man, Kyrie traded to the Dallas Mavericks. There gotta be your applause on that, man.
I wasn't expecting that. I didn't. I wasn't be honest because I heard Dallas, I heard LA, and who else? It was one other team.
I know Wizards was talking, but I'm like, y'all can't afford him.
I thought he was getting ready to go to the fucking go to the LA. To be honest,
or Lakers,
yeah, because I didn't. And then all of a sudden, Dallas came out of nowhere, and then they confirmed it that he went to Dallas. So hopefully, it works out for him, man. Hopefully, he doesn't take the drama and shit over there. He just leave it where it is. But you know, I kind of I don't know why the trade happened. I have my own inclinations and my own thoughts on it. I just thought he just didn't feel happy the way the fuck he was at. He wanted to go somewhere where he felt appreciated. So hopefully it's a change for him, right? And hopefully, you know, he it's a turnaround, and then everything that happened while he was at Brooklyn gets left at Brooklyn, and it doesn't follow him. Because if not, he's just going to fucking turn into a no disrespect, a Chad Ochocinco or Terrell Owens for NBA, and that's going to be it. Nobody might want to deal with all that drama and shit all the time.
And that's important, bro. Like you gotta be happy. And like you look at these players, like look at Kobe and look at like motherfucking Zach Randolphs and shit who was on the same team. I don't know if Zach Randolph was on there the whole time, but like even when they were slumming, like they loved him.
Yeah.
Like they loved him. I watched the game.
Even if you're losing, but if you're getting love from the fans and stadium, you don't give a fuck about that shit. I mean, that would be me. Even it sucks we're losing, but I enjoy coming to work because my fans and love me. But now if we're out here getting blown the fuck out 0, and we're not winning no games, then we got something to talk about. But for the most part, every team he's been on they've been decent, and he's a hell of a fucking player. It's just a drama that hangs over him like that fucking forever lasting rain cloud that follows you all the time.
Yeah. So real quick, this is what we got in the trade. So they traded Dallas against Kyrie Irving. They get Markieff Morris. Brooklyn got Spencer Dinwiddie, which I think they're going to end up trying to trade him. He used to play for them. Mm-hmm. He played with them when they first created the team. Mm-hmm. Then they got this other guy, Dorian Finney-Smith. I don't know who the hell that is. They got a 2027 second-round pick. They got a unprotected 2029 first-round pick and a 2029 second-round pick. So
damn, how the fuck they already solidified the fucking picks like that?
Unprotected?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. That's the name of the game, shit. So, I mean, you got it for you got what you needed from him. I'm really curious to see how him and Luka gonna play, man. That shit could be fucking magical.
They can be the fucking next dynamic duo.
That shit could be magical, bro. Because Kyrie, like, he'll let Luka go off.
Yeah,
like he ain't pressed. When he get the ball, he get the ball. He ain't like that. But it's like KD though. They said KD might fuck around, and it's a possibility he can put in a request to be traded between now and Thursday. I think it's at 3 or 4 o'clock.
KD wants to be traded though.
He don't want to play. He don't want to play there, man. I think he only went there for fucking Kyrie. Yeah. So it's like I don't know, bro. So it's just like I've been questioning it too. Like, why did he request a trade? I know that like the day before they played Boston. And they got blown the fuck out.
They fucking Boston had like 60 points in the first quarter, some shit like that. They lost 40 points in the first quarter.
I think they lost by like almost
and they had like
30.
16 or some shit. Like this shit was bad for them.
So at that game, they was booing Kyrie like big time. They was booing him. I'm like, but and they was in Boston. So I'm like, I mean, what the fuck? Like, is it his fault? It's just his fault that they lost. His entire fault?
No.
So. I think he didn't want to be there. I think it's a combination of the vaccine shit, missed all them games, and I definitely think the whole anti-Semitic thing had something to do with it. And he just wanted to get the fuck out of there, get a fresh start.
I believe it.
So I'm fooling with it, man. I can't wait to catch a game. I want to see how they play, man, because if him and Luka going off, Luka can kind of chill a little bit. Let him go, and you still got Tim Hardaway Jr. and some other guys. They got a little mob.
Yeah, they do. So hopefully it's just a change. The biggest thing I want for him is just a change, right? A reset. Give him a fair chance. Let him find, let him build that chemistry with the team. I hope that they produce some good shit. Hopefully it's a trade worth it. It's not a waste.
Okay. All right. Next. Local shit.
Local shit.
I know this happened last week, but y'all know how I feel about the Metro. So we got to bring it up. Yeah, the fucking Metro employee got fucking killed at Potomac Avenue Station.
Yep.
Didn't originate at the Metro.
No, it did not.
But that's where it ended. Let's say it once. I'm gonna say it again. The Metro is dangerous. It's dangerous. It's not safe. It ain't worth your job paying for it. I'm trying to get off the train, bro, as soon as possible. If I got a request,
believe you. I'm with you. I support that 100% because that shit's the wild, wild west down there. There's no mitigation to prevent any bullshit from happening.
No, it's not. And you know why y'all out here trying to fucking extend the train tracks to fucking Dulles? Like, how about extend the safety? You know, I seen something today on Washington Problems Instagram joint. It's a good page to follow. And they're showing how that, you know, they're trying different techniques to stop motherfuckers from hopping the fucking turn, the little fair joints. So they went from the little original orange joints that stick like this to just two like rectangles all the way. So, but I'm like, they're still gonna jump over it.
Yeah, they're still gonna jump over it. How about you put fucking metal detectors right there that pick up on weapons or whatever the fuck?
I'm like, how about you make it taller?
Yeah,
make it like the New York Giants.
Make it like an actual fucking booth.
Yeah, so they can't just walk through. And how about maybe just a little bit of police presence? Like
more. How about that?
I made a fucking TikTok on this shit. I'm like, bro, what is it like? I think it's 85 or I think it's 90 metro stations.
87. I just seen an article. Some kid went to every metro station and it took him like 8 hours to do it.
Oh no, what a loser.
Yeah, I don't know. And that shit made the fucking news. I don't the shit that we talk about, but whatever.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's like 86, 87.
Congratulations, but it sounds like a loser. So you got 87 stations. Staying corrected. They have over 500 officers.
500?
It got to be 5. It got to be. It's over 80. It's over 87. Yeah, shit. Yeah, so we can say they got 200. We can say that. You got 200 off. 200 to 500. I'll check that later. You telling me you can't put one police officer at every station?
But the thing about it is, from what I see, they're not downstairs. They're not at the fucking stations. They're in the vehicles in the parking lot.
That's better than just not being there, period.
Yeah, but even still, or they're driving up and down fucking 495.
Bro,
but no comment there. But I don't know. I don't know what their protocol is. I don't know where they have people stationed. But to me, it would make more sense just to have at least one or two. I would say at least have 2 officers at every station if they could, right? Not saying that this would have prevented it, right? But it probably would have it'd have been a mitigating factor, right? Because the individual started on a metro bus.
Exactly.
Then it went down to the fucking actual station where he was there for a while. So I know there had to been some type of fucking report or something that this guy, you see what I'm saying? So, but I'm glad that it ended the way that it did because he was the firearm was taken away from him by a citizen. I forgot the lady's name, but she had an interesting story. She's coming from a military background. Her father was in the military. She is a licensed firearm holder as well. I think if you were able to carry on the train, he would have been dead a long time. That he would have been dead off rip. But that's just my view. But her instincts kicked in. If you haven't read the story, he started on a bus, shot at an individual, came on the train, and he pretty much started terrorizing everybody. He was walking, he was pacing up and down on the train car. He came on there. He said he wasn't going to hurt nobody, but then he started lunching and started spazzing. Then he sat down next to this lady, and he put the gun down. And she took the opportunity and seeing that, hey, he put the gun down. He didn't have his finger on the trigger. Like, these are things that she's paying attention to. And she sees the opportunity, snatched it and ran. He tried to grab her, but then other Samaritans grabbed him. They wrestled him down and subdued him until police got there.
This was after he shot.
This was after he shot her. Yeah. This was after he shot her. This was at the end. So, I would say that lady is definitely a hero. She definitely prevented more casualties. But it just goes to show you people with the proper training, because she could have grabbed it and like shot him if she wanted to, but she didn't. She grabbed it, ran away, and then once she got away from him, she threw it on the tracks. so he couldn't hurt nobody else. So I commend that lady for doing that. She's also like, she's big into the community too. She got some type of DC award for her role or her participation in something with senior citizens and better housing or something like that. If my memory serves me correct. And if I messed that up, I apologize. But no, she's definitely a hero in my eyes. And you know, she kind of, you know, as everybody was like, no, I'm not the hero, just reacted, you know, stuff like that. But no, that's definitely something to be noted about. So
absolutely, man. I just had to reiterate it, bro. Like, the train is dangerous, bro. Like, and I mean, I had even had like a bad feeling that day because I got on the train and, you know, New Carrollton is a fucking mess because they building some shit. Mm-hmm. So they got you walking in the goddamn street, you know what I'm saying, to get in there. And, you know, I get on there, I got a homeless dude to my right. You know, I don't bother him. You don't bother me, I don't bother you. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? If you're smelling a little bit, I'm going to just go ahead and politely just move somewhere else. But I'm looking at the dude, you know, he looked like he had been out, you know, in the cold. So he on the train, you know, he trying to warm me fall asleep. So cool. And I got another homeless dude come in. He got a bike full of shit. And he pacing up and down the car. I'm like, once you start doing shit like that, bro, now I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, spider sense.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want to have to fuck this dude up, man. I'm just trying to get to where I'm trying to get. You know what I'm saying? So then I get there, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the station manager. Station manager ain't fucking paying attention to what's going on. I'm like, what's the point of having all these cameras, bro? Like, ain't nobody watching the shit. Like, the station managers, to me, are just as fucking bad as not having the fucking police. I'd have pulled up one time and seen the station manager sleep.
Yep.
I knocked on the glass. I'm like, get your ass up, cuz. It's fucking 4:00. It's rush hour. Yeah, it's hundreds of people walking by. You there with drool on your goddamn work shirt. Get the fuck up.
Not drooling.
Yeah. And then, I get to I get to New Carrollton, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking in the parking lot. You know, niggas in the parking lot walking around and shit. It's just too much fucking bullshit going on, man. And they're doing this shit because they know that they're getting away with it.
Yeah.
You know, the kids going through the train cars, the people begging, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers lurking on trying to rob people. And this niggas just being niggas on there, man. Like, and I get on the train, I got motherfuckers looking at me crazy. Bro, I'm just going to work. But no, the train is terrible. And it's not worth it. If your job pay for the train, I don't give a fuck. It's not worth it, bro.
Yeah, I stopped taking the train a long time.
And then the crazy thing is, it be people who be taking the trains to these Nats games and shit. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, it's perfect target.
I would never take no train to no event where I know I'm gonna be in that joint. I'm drinking, you know what I'm saying, doing other shit, and then I gotta get back on the train to go back to my car. Shit. Man, crabs in the fuck, they just sit there and just pick through y'all. We gonna get him. We gonna get him. What y'all gonna do? You gonna stop him? No. You ain't gonna do shit. Crime is rampant right now. On the other news, motherfuckers and then grab the fucking valet key thing.
Man, but that goes to your point, right? They started taking 1 or 2 keys now, and they didn't get caught. They took the whole fucking
put that whole
box.
Shit in the trunk, bro.
And then the guy's yelling, trying to get somebody to help, and they're just standing there. And a lot of those restaurants that have valet have security inside. So I guess the security was like, well, fuck it. It's not inside this restaurant. I'm not going outside.
They ain't not really trying to get involved with that shit.
They took the whole key box. And the thing about it, it didn't even fit in the fucking trunk.
They just threw it in
there.
They
took the whole key box. So now with shit like that happening, right, that's making me not want to go downtown and go eat. Because every time that I go downtown to go eat, and I take the wifey, the kids, or whatever, we use valet because I don't want to park on the fucking street. I want my shit secure to some extent, and I ain't got to worry about it to some extent. It's always a risk of somebody fucking your shit up, regardless whether it's valet, public parking, a garage, gated, whatever. It's always that risk, but I feel a little bit safer when I take it through valet. But now you're telling me I can't even trust that shit now neither? Fuck, I'm gonna go down there for,
bro. They didn't leveled up, bro. You know, it used to just be they were just checking your doors, see if your doors is unlocked.
Them motherfuckers are taking
now they still in the cars.
You know how many keys? It could be up to 50 fucking keys in that key box.
And all they'll do is they'll go around, boop 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 boop. They'll check that shit.
So now I just hope that they're changing. Now I'm hoping that they just, instead of having them shits on the street, put the fucking key box inside the fucking restaurant. or inside a building somewhere where they have a little bit more security and the motherfuckers got to have a reason to come in there. They literally just pulled up to the curb. 2 dudes got out, grabbed it, threw it in the trunk, and pulled off. That's crazy. That shit's retarded.
And then they showed the video. They tried to go through one of the cars. Somebody was in there.
Yep. Crazy.
So I'm like, what the fuck you doing in the car? And they got the keys. Maybe he just ain't locked the door.
Who knows?
Or maybe he just unlocked it and
they
sat in there.
And just sat in the jump.
But man, look, y'all be careful out here, man. I tell people all the time.
Please do.
Like DC wild as shit, and I don't even know how the fuck people live. Like, I want to live in DC. I'd be like, yeah, all right, you tripping. Yeah. Unless your ass up fucking 16th Street somewhere.
And it's not the same no more.
It's not the same. It's crazy.
It's not the same.
Be safe, y'all. All right,
yeah.
Just be fucking safe. Be smart. Keep your head on the fucking swivel. I've been a little excessive with the bell today. Sorry.
I see.
So I caught a little bit of the Grammys last night. A little bit. I wish I would have kept it on to catch the DJ Khaled performance. They said it was electrifying. I did see Lizzo's performance. I thought she did pretty good. I did see Beyonce win the award. She got a Grammy. She's got the most Grammys out of anybody. Shout out to her. And she's tied for the most nominations to her husband. So that's pretty fucking sweet. Kendrick
Can you
Lamar,
imagine those arguments in the house?
like, well, I got the most, but you got the nominations, though. You got the nominations. How many more? That's a good conversation.
It's a little beef.
And she gave him, his congrats, told him he was beautiful. I was like, yeah, nigga, you beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. Kendrick Lamar won Best Rap Album. He came up there, it was a motherfucking golf outfit on or some shit with his motherfucking suit and tie and a jacket, like a warm-up jacket. He doing his thing. I'm telling you, Kendrick been on some whole nother shit ever since he stopped fucking with them people he was fucking with. Remember, he's only just dressed like a Cali nigga. Mm-hmm. Now he wear what the fuck ever. Congrats to him.
J. Cole.
Yeah. And you had a bunch of other people that won awards that had a tribute to Takeoff. It was a tribute to a bunch of people who had passed. And I thought it was cool because they didn't just do artists. They did like sound engineers.
Oh, yeah.
They did fucking like instrumentalists. So I thought that was
They
cool.
have to because they're vital keys.
Yeah.
Vital key components, to whatever industry. So
yeah. So that shit that it was pretty tight. You could tell, Takeoff, he was fucked up there. And they had a Maverick City. I think it's a gospel group. They was up there backing them up on the song. So, Lil was loving that shit. Yeah. They had Madonna up there. She looking like the fucking Saul in the face, looking crazy. But they said that last performance was good. They said that shit went from the Grammys to the motherfucking BET Awards after that. So I was like, all right, I'm cool with that, man. Because
DJ Khaled always put on a good show, though.
But it's just like, these award shows be so fucking boring, bro. Like, I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, we kind of get into a space where we can size it up. And then these A-list celebrities actually start showing up. I wish they would show up to the BET Awards. I'd watch it. But, overall, I didn't watch it. I just know niggas was dressed a little weird on there. You know what I'm saying? They were doing their thing. And I said, all right, well, that's enough for me. And you said you didn't see it at all.
I didn't see it at all.
Yeah, it ain't nothing to go home. Cardi B had this little dress on, face covered and shit and all that. But she was chilling though. She was chilling. And they said allegedly, Takeoff and Quavo was fighting backstage.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. For what?
I don't know.
What's the rumor?
Maybe he wanted to be a part of the tribute and it wasn't. But that's alleged. That's a shade room. I don't know how true that source is.
Okay. Some more investigation.
And that's all I got, man. So you got your surgery coming up.
Yeah.
You want to tell the viewers what's going on? Listeners?
Yeah. So if you're new, right, and you don't know, I suffered a very tragic accident last year back in July. Long story short, my hand hit the blades of a ceiling fan, which caused my wrist to hit the glass dome that covers the light bulbs on the bottom. And that glass completely severed and lacerated the tendons and the artery in my wrist. So I was out of work probably for like 6 months. Started coming back. But I'm still having complications. I still can't, I still have limited mobility in my hand, and I can't feel like 15 to 20% of my hand as well. So I'm having surgery to get that fixed and cleaned up, reconstructive nerve surgery, carpal tunnel release, and some scar tissue cleanup. So that's coming February 22nd. So I will be down for a while. So I just hopefully that this fucking fixes it because I'm tired at this point. I got to like back to 85%, and the doctor was like, "No, we got to have surgery again." So, and it took me 6 months to get to 85%. So now it kind of sucks because I got to start all over. But you know, I got the best support system in the world, so I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, that's what it is. But I have to have that's the major surgery. That's the 22nd. But I have a minor surgery on the 15th of February. Got a pinched nerve in my elbow, so I gotta get that fixed too. So just trying to get everything done in one time, and hopefully, if the shit doesn't work, I'm just go ahead and take the shit off and just give me a metal arm like Jax off of Mortal Kombat. And I just hit him up. Gotcha. Hit a motherfucker like that, or just turn me into a black Winter Soldier.
Old Mortal Kombat,
yeah,
not that new shit.
Yeah, or just fucking, just turn me into Winter Soldier, and I'll be good to go. But nah, that's it.
Well, hopefully, man, everything work out, man. We talked about it earlier, man. I think it's really super important that you really take that time.
I kind of abused it last time. Yeah, I'm not abusing it. I'm fucking taking my rest. So I'm definitely getting my rest. So I'm not playing around. This is my livelihood. It's frustrating, right? Especially for me, being the type of person I am, you know what I mean? I'm always active. I'm never stagnant. I do a lot of shit with my hands, especially when it comes to, just shit around the house, businesses, that's just who I am. I'm an outdoorsy type guy too. So, and I play video games. I like to shoot. I do a lot of shit with my hands. So I need that shit squared away. So, but yeah, I'm definitely taking a rest, but more to follow. As we get closer, or as I go through, after the surgery, we'll post some videos of how I'm doing and, shit like that. Just
absolutely. We did. I'm pretty sure that the community definitely is going to want to know what's going on, progress and all that. We'll post all that shit as whatever you want to post, and we'll keep them informed. And in the meantime, while you resting, man, I'll keep the shit fun. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling no dad jokes, but
I'm gonna text you dad jokes.
I'm gonna text. I'm gonna just read. I'm gonna be like, Rick said.
Yup.
I'm just gonna read it. I'm gonna sit there with a straight face and then just let the viewers go from there. So we will go from there. But until then.
I thought you was gonna do. I thought you did a voiceover for your little shit that you made last week.
I'm still searching, man. I'm trying to get you something good.
All right, got you.
Hit me.
What do you call? This is viewer discretion is advised. It's a little wild. So, what do you call a cat that had a nip slip? Hello, Titty. I
give it 3 seconds. Boy, he's an idiot.
Hello, Titty.
Not bad.
That was a good one. I died when I heard.
All right, y'all. We are done.
Yes, sir.
Good night. Captain out.